Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to round 2 of the Sunday Drive. As your man Positive and glad bringing you live coverage of the second round of the Revitalised series, the Sunday Drive, otherwise known as TSD. I'm here by myself in the commentary box today now that Psycho Swish, aka Jordan, aka FXR Vettel, is now, well, not 100% fit, but fighting fit and sort of able to hold the wheel. Right, so we are at Zandvoort, guys. Now this is a very special occasion for myself. I'm just going to turn the telly down because it's loud as shit. A very special occasion for myself, and oh dear me, gamer man who made his racing debut actually last week in a very, very fine effort, in fairness, ended up nearly hitting the pit wall. It's my first ever time commentating / streaming a Grand Prix of the Netherlands. It's going to be quite an entertaining one here for you folks, hopefully. Right, so here we go then. We've got two guys out on track. We're going to keep on board with Game On, of course. A fantastic race last week. 12 drivers, of course, attended last week. We've got 11 here. King Chris not feeling too good. We're not heard from Relic, so hopefully he may show up later on. But of course, it is Australia, so he's probably sleeping in an upside-down pillow. Right, okay. Upside-down bed on an upside-down pillow, which would sound quite dodgy because that means the pillow will go on his face. We're insinuating that that is quite bad. You shouldn't to other people. Right, so 11 drivers we have here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Gamerman 882793, we got the Dark Mark, we got Psycho Swish, we got Rashi, Becca, Third Dinner, R4, Redman, Grit, Gunners, Raratron 89, who of course did cross the, well, nearly crossed the line first last week, before unfortunately some penalties hampered him. And then SF rounding up. Oh, look at this, guys. This reminds me so much of an IndyCar track. Just an amazing final corner. What a slope that is going around the corner. We are, of course, watching it on board here. We're going to go on board with a lap with the Gunners. And we see there Rara, I believe. That's Rara. I have no idea who bloody hell that is, actually. Maybe, probably Becca. It's somebody else, Becca. Becca then coming up to start his outlap on board with Gamerman. Oh my goodness me, after, well, at least we'll actually be able to push the cars a little bit quick now compared to that bloody mental race earlier that we saw in the real F1. Congratulations to Hamilton, of course. No spoilers, but he did win the title, so I guess that is a minor spoiler. So absolutely out there, an absolutely rapid, flat out track this, of course. We see Rashi just behind going quite quick, taking the purple first sector, sorry, away from Gamerman there. Gamerman on the softs, Rashi of course on the medium compound of tyre. A really, really good track this, of course. It's never been raced by a modern F1 car, besides a little bit of testing. And Rashi of course looking like he's going to be a bit quicker than Gamerman, but Gamerman's had a pretty good lap here so far. I've never commentated a league race, I've never raced a league race round here. I won't be able to, of course, now, as all the main leagues are already way past this stage. We saw the leagues ending anyway. And here comes Gamerman to set the first competitive lap on Positive Glass Channel round Zandvoort. That is 1 minute 12.9, immediately eclipsed by Rashi, putting him in at 1 minute 10.7. The next one we have round is, of course, Becca on the outlap, and then we go on to Psycho Swish is also on an outlap. So I believe the next in question is Third Dinner, coming down the final corner now. It does remind me so much of an IndyCar. Apparently, the fastest lap by Rashi is stuck on the fucking screen, as annoying as that is. Third Dinner with a 1 minute 12.7, not the quickest lap. I'm sure he can go much quicker than that. We've got the orange car here, Gritmaster. Or Grit, sorry. Nope, that's the wrong one. We've got a car of Dark Mark. There we go, that's much better. Marking already. So Mark goes into the lead with a 1 minute 10.0. An absolutely stunning, and I repeat, stunning opening goal. Oh, Redmond, oh dear. It's not the ideal way you want to start his lap, and he's advantage of this and next lap as well. I'm just going to pause that, see if it disappears on the screen. No, it doesn't. Oh, it marks now, become on the screen. Here comes Grit then. Around the final corner, as is. Crossing the line, Grit then is going to be probably in the 11s. 11.6, next car across the line, red car, Gunners. There's 1 minute 33.4, we'll be looking to improve on that. We've got the next car around Rao, 1 minute 11.6 on the medium tyres. Currently 1.6 seconds separating the top 4, well, technically the top 3 as well, as things stand at the moment. Around the final corner then, that is Gamerman, 1 minute 12.7. And that is me snorting. Luckily, guys, the cat hasn't shit everywhere. He spewed instead. So cat spew hums is the motto of this one. And second switch comes around on the 109.8, only 2 tenths of a second quicker than Dark Mark, but he's currently got the lead of this so far. Third Dinner come around to complete his next lap with a 1 minute 11.8. Becca goes in with a 24.8. That, of course, is not a, you'd imagine that's not a serious lap time. That is a time waster. Welcome back to my channel. God, I love it, time waster. Welcome back, buddy. This is me doing doing league commentary. I'm going to Redmond's, of course, invalidated. So let's have a look at the next car round. That was, I believe, well, it was Goomba starting his lap. So Redmond's going to be coming around there as he got himself enough fuel to go for another whole lap. That's the question. Depends how many laps these guys fuel up for, of course. Next car round, I believe, is going to be Rara again. I'm not sure if this is just going to be an in-lap. It's looking... No, it's not looking too competitive this lap by Rara. Maybe just a kind of wind down lap before going again. It looks like that way. 1 minute 14.353 is on the Mini today. We see a plethora of cars all coming into the pits in one go. Game man literally get himself some time out. No, he goes flying into the pits as well. That's going to be... Oh, no, I thought he was actually going to gun... I thought he was going to gun it round perfectly. Third, then having a bit of a slow in that there. Hopefully he's enjoying a lovely week. I hope you're all enjoying your Sunday evening and bringing you some... Oh, bringing you Redmond spinning. Not what he had in mind, quite frankly. Third, then into the pits as well. Just gets the car slowed down enough. It's a 50-mile-an-hour pit lane here, of course. Rashi, that's Psycho Swish coming around again. He goes with the 1 minute 25.5. And a good point here from Gunners. He's improved by literally 10 whole seconds here. So, yep, Grit currently in 4th as it stands, just having a look at other guys on track. Then Rara is actually going quicker by 0.2 of a second, which is going to push him up to 4th position as the crow flies. Redmond, of course, speaking of flying, Redmond was spinning, which isn't good for him, I guess. So Redmond is going to be looking to get back in the pits and improve. Goomba actually come back into the pits off his first lap. Rara is deregged right before the last corner. Possibly a tip for the guys just to kind of lower the ERS, and he goes half a second quicker, Rara, which puts him into P4. Provisional, of course. Still got Goomba and Redmond to set laps, of course, with Gunners also still out on track, just plodding around, making sure he's finding the... Oh! Yeah, that half a wing is not going to do you justice, mate, in fairness. Probably not going to find much improvement, to be honest with you. So that's Rara pretty much done on that one. Psycho Swish is still going. He's 10th down on his lap, which that's a pretty cool livery, of course. From the intro video we had, an amazing, amazing graphically designed piece by Lee Wood, of course. And here comes Psycho Swish, so he's having himself a bit of a nice lap there, 1 minute 9.8. He sets the pace. Oh, no relics, week 1's winner. Bit of alliteration there, the 3 W's, like World Wide Web, week 1's winner. Boom, didn't fault that up. Rara coming back into the pits, then you would imagine. Yep, he's 1.5 seconds off his time at the first sector, at the second sector, forgive me. So he is coming back into the pits, ready for the latter run. Oh, and that was an absolutely sensational nose blow, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely made that my own, quite frankly, as it was my nose that got blue. Ironically, Rara invalidates coming into the pits. That's become a common theme with this. I'm going to go on board. I believe that Goomba is the first. No, Rashi's the furthest car round. So we're going to have a look at what Rashi can do. And Psycho Swish is coming back into the pits. You would imagine. Yeah, there you go. It's just flashing up here. Another sensational blow. Well, we don't keep this fucking channel PG, you know. Don't we all, man? Don't we all? Here's Rashi then. Starting out, pretty cool livery this by Rashi. In fact, I like all these liveries pretty much. I was going to say most of them, but I like all of them. I'm not biased, you know what I mean? Up the nose. Hey, that's what I was on about, don't worry. We move on, we digress. So just behind we've got Goomba. Just a couple of... No, Goomba's actually started his lap, so we will go on board with Goomba just to see how he fares on this lap. Zandvoort, once you get it nailed, there's an absolutely incredible track. There's such a flow to it, and Goomba nearly flew right off the track, speaking of the flow. So he can carry on going. I believe this, even with that mistake, he should be still on for around about 6. Gamer Man, by the way, 9 tenths off third minute, which is a really, really good lap. Gunners currently 9.5 seconds off the pace. Reminds me a bit of the Turkish Grand Prix qualifying, to be honest. First position, like 20 seconds ahead of last. Becker, of course, starting his lap 2. We will be switching at focus very shortly. I believe Rashi is also on lap. No, not at all. Like I said, Gunners literally played the game for the first time last week. And that's not just online. I mean, he literally played the game for the first time last week. It's good to see Gunners actually not being too far down. I mean, he was literally like 20-30 seconds off the pace. He's now only 10, so big improvements made. And you'll see throughout the entire season, obviously a lot of these guys, quite a lot of these guys are seasoned vets, but you've got like Gamerman and Gunners who are literally brand new to the game. And it's good to see that they're already there. And Gamerman's only a couple of temps off of Goomba, 1 minute 12.8. Of course, he did make that mistake. Goomba currently provisionally P8. I think he's going to probably have a little save up lap and go again. Rashi coming down the main straight now. Let's have a look. It wasn't Rashi. It wasn't fucking Rashi coming down the straight with Redmond. But we're going on with Rashi. This is surely going to be P1 here, imagine. And it's not. It's 10th off Psycho Swish, who's on the softs. interesting there. Becker. Oh, Becker's got an invalidation there. Becker invalidated. I'm assuming he's going to come into the pits. No, he's just going very slowly anyway. But that's a curious life choice, to be fair. Third, did it? 1 minute 24.5. I'm assuming that's it. Goodness, we couldn't get that burp out. I was going to give you a burp out of 10. That's how bad the bloody chest is at the moment. Have that snort. And no, we don't all love a good snort. Here comes Grit then around the final corner. Will he be able to make this his own? What is Grit looking like at the moment? He's got himself a 1 minute 11.6 to beat so far. He does with a 1:11.4. Doesn't improve position, but improves time. Edges ever closer to Raratron 89, of course. Next car across the line, I believe, is going to be Goomba. And it's not because he's the next guy across the pit line, so I got half of that fucking equation right. Redman around the final corner now. The only guy yet to set the validated time. Yeah, don't go that far, time waster. We've got 1 minute 10.8. Very good lap by Redman there. Wow. Nice start. Puts himself in provisional P4. Very, very nice. A lot of these guys are going to be going for little banker runs here, left, right, and centre. Oh, that is a nose blow, but Rashi smashes it into P1 with a 1 minute 9.5. To be expected on the tyres, but very, very good lap. In that regard, here comes third dinner then. He's going to be pushing quite hard. 8 temps up on a 1 minute 11.8. That's going to put him into P4, you'd imagine, if it's mathematically the one he does. 1 minute 10.4. Over a second quicker than his previous lap. Literally 1.5 seconds, so to speak. And we are just now waiting and awaiting for the guys to go and set better times. Becker down in P11. Not enjoying this so far tonight. Hopefully gets himself up there. We've got Anne Flux. What's your name, man? What was your original name, man? Instinct DV. Man, I don't remember you. Does that sound bad? What was your original game? What was your original Twitch tag? But that man, thank you very much. Good to see you. I'm back after a long time. Welcome back to the channel, buddy. Oh, EXO! Yeah, boy! My man, EXO! You know it, motherfucker! EXO. You know I'm always going to call it EXO. We've got Rashi coming. Who's that coming around, actually? Coming again. Doing another lap on this on the medium tyres. Of course, Minecrafter, one of my oldest followers, man. Jesus Christ, like everybody comes back after woodwork at some point. I believe Goomba's coming back around again just after. Nope, that's not Goomba. I believe that me. I don't have a fucking clue anyone is. I'm just gonna kind of keep reading off names and hoping you think. How long have you followed me then for, mate? It doesn't show me how long you followed them. Assuming it shows you. Bloody hell, that's madness. Love all male followers come back. Becker there comes across the line. He's going to be going for his time. No, is he going to be able to go again? Oh man, that's stupid. I need to get that fucking shit sorted. He used to show you. But Becker's left the session. What's going on? Becker's actually done a 1 minute 10.3. The times are a little bit slow to update. Goomba has come into the pits to. Is he retired or is he? I think Goomba's out. Is that good? That's Goomba up there, if I'm correct. Oh dear, oh dear. I think, Gunners didn't see him. Gunners didn't see Gamer Man. I did catch that, guys. Gunners, you need to just, I know you're obviously quite new to the game, but you need to be a little bit more aware, as Gamer Man was on a flying lap. Even though I'm assuming the way that the admins and, well, the stewarding's going to be working, that probably will be punishable. He did just drive right into the path, and unfortunately, it's not a racing incident, of course, which means that is a set of tyres wasted there by Gamer Man. Gunners probably needs to get out of the way, you'd imagine here. Oh, Game Man, no, we don't do that, come on. He didn't see you, buddy, he didn't see you. Don't start rage driving here, guys, there's more than just you two on track, come on. We don't need any of that, guys, come on. Get yourselves back to the pits, guys, come on. Guys, what are you doing? Dear me, that was the proudest moment I've ever seen. We're going to get back to the action here, guys. Dark mark on his lap here. Currently half a second up. This is going to be the pole time you would imagine. Well, to be fair, Minecraft, if you want to join in, mate, we're on Xbox. Just hit us up next week. We've got a little Facebook group that we do. Facebook chat. Get yourself in there, mate, and we'll obviously try you out. Dark mark actually just misses out on pole. Actually, only 4/100ths of a second behind current pole sitter, provisional pole sitter Rashi, but we've still got Psycho Swishy showing incredible pace here. And Gamerman got disqualified. Why? 1 second. Collision with the That's a little bit naughty for this. I know he cut across you, but that's yeah, do it next week then, Minecrafter. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, that's nothing showing up on my feed at the bottom, guys. So you'll have to forgive me. Oh, bless me, sorry. And a burp. We got a burp. That's probably a 2 out of 10. But yeah, I know that Game Man isn't going to be very happy with Gunners there. But not ideal either way. Kind of not really the best of driving there. The second switch just comes back into the pits. We've got actually nobody on timed laps here. I think Rara is the first one. We've got a lot of people coming out on track. But yeah, not a problem there, Minecrafter. You definitely get yourself in. We'll see if I can bring you in next Sunday. Just send the Dark Mark 21. I'll put his. Well, you can see him there. Is anybody watching who's got a link to the Facebook group? Potentially, guys. Sorry, I've not kind of got a link at the moment. I'm literally watching my tablet on my stream as we speak. I'm not the smartest with links. I've still not improved, by the way, after fucking 5 years. Minecraft, you've been following me since my 2016 career mode. Right, here we go then. So, let's go on board. Let's have a little watch when board with Tron 89 starting a lap in Zandvoort. We've got a yellow flag there, currently sector 2. I believe that's Gritmaster gone around, I think it is. Coming through the start of sector 2, the swooping right-handers. And there's Rara then. He's got Psycho Swish just on an outlap in front of him. Gets very nicely out of the way. Yeah, thanks man, 1.2K. I've not really streamed for like 6 months properly. Stop streaming. I need to really get back into it, of course, but it's just finding the series to do it on. I've got an F1 My Career, but I've got so much stuff going on offline as well. It's just a case of finding all the time to do it, etc, etc. If anyone's got a link to the group in the chat, guys, by the way, let me know. We'll fire it into the chat so that we can have a Minecrafter here jump in. Rara is currently on a purple middle sector. He's currently improving by about just under 8/10. Oh, he may have messed a lap up there though, caught the curb. Not ideal. Is Becca back in the lobby, guys? I don't know if Becca's back in the lobby. Hopefully so. I'm going to invite him. He's not been back out on track. Rara puts it. Oh, if he didn't have that issue, that would have been a higher thing there. But he only gets himself the P6 based on the little spin there. He did. We got the. I was actually going to say the name of his car, but the blue car of Psycho Swish. It's probably the best name we can call it. So Game Man and Gunners had that real mental altercation, quite frankly. Coming into Sector 2, I think Gunners was unsighted and just chopped right across the front of Game Man. You've got to be a little bit more aware. And we're actually at the end of qualifying here. This is absolutely flown by. And here we go, then, of course, short qualifying, 50% races for this discipline, of course. Psycho Swish looking to usurp. Rashi's already 0.2 of a second up. Here we go then. Oh, we've got a bit of a lag here. It's looking like it's very jittery. May very well be my end. I hope not. I want the stream to be fluent and all the way through. Fingers crossed. Sticking on board with Psycho Swish then. Grit stays P8, of course. Third dinner. I don't know if Becca's back in the lobby. I hope so. Third dinner is up. This remains in 5th position. Dark Mark is on a time lap as well, as is Rashi. I think Rashi's right in front of him. In fact, no, Rashi's invalidated. Rashi invalidates. I think he may have. Well, he did improve 1 minute 92. Forgive me, guys. It's not altering the timing screens. And at 1 minute 8.9, will Dark Mark be able to respond? He needs to make literally half a second. Becca's finally in. Good time in there by Becca. Will Mark be able to usurp either of the top two? And doesn't, but it's very, very close. Only 100th of a second. 12 1,000ths to be exact. Rara is not on the lap, of course. He's the final guy to come into the pits. Great stuff there. Great qualifying. A brand new poleman. Psycho Swish with Rashi on the front row. Dark Mark third. Becca third. Dinner. Rara. R1 Redmond. Grit. Goomba. Gunners. And Game Man, of course, disqualified for the early infringement with his 476 collisions with Gunners. I think it was more like a Timmy to Chuckle Brothers moment, to be honest with you. But no, not exactly the best. Oh, fuck it. Well, don't go fucking pulling out in front of a car, you fucking idiot. Sorry. We digress again. Here we go then. So, Psycho Swish, the first guy on the grid, obviously being pulled. Oh, Gunners is a 10 place grid position. 10 place grid penalty. I don't know if Game Man will actually start in front of him, which would be quite ironic if he does. AFC, thank you very much for watching. Third Dinner, of course, watching, of course. Thank you so much for tuning in. Third Dinner, great qualifier for you. 1.4 seconds off the pace, but you did do your lap on the medium tyres, invalidated the soft run. So we've got Psycho Swish, Rashi, Darkmark, Becca also on the softs. Third Dinner mediums, Raratron on the softs, Redman mediums, Grit on the softs, Goomba on the mediums, Gunner Stars on the softs, and Gamer Man, of course, disqualified from the session. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm just going to go and have a quick piss back into. After what was a really, really exciting qualifying session, guys, we are now back, waiting for the green light. Hope we're actually getting some burps. No beer for me tonight, of course. I'm having a few days off. I think I'm going to try and save myself rather than try and end it all with the alcohol. Jesus Christ. I feel quite, hopefully feeling fresh tomorrow morning. Right, so let's have a little bit of a spoiler. Even though you guys already know what tyres these guys are all on, let's really see what Game Man goes on. He goes on to the soft wall tyre, red wall. The quickest of the tyres, but of course the quickest to degrade as well. Now, I've never actually done a league race around here, so this should be quite an interesting race. We've got guys in the chat saying good luck. Everyone's showing, yeah, there we go, everyone's showing sportsmanship. I wonder how quick that's going to last. Kind of shit, no, he's currently eating stuff off the floor. Move, you bastard. Stop meowing. No, he spewed instead. Left me a lovely pile of spew to pick up earlier. A lovely bit of watermelon fabulosa. I managed to cure that lingering smell, guys. By the way, this video is sponsored by Watermelon Fabulosa. Pick up your cheapest fucking bottle of shit, good smelling shit from the fucking local supermarket. I don't fucking know. Fuck's sake. You can pretty much see where everyone's pick guards are, of course. Fuck, you can't, because there's no front wings here this week, so if you break your front wing, you're fucked. Quite frankly, that's what it's telling you. There's not even a front wing waiting, so guys, if you break your front wing, you've got 30, however many, 33, 34, my best guess, laps to kind of to drive around and just basically hope you don't damage any more of your car. TSD's only just starting out, guys. We haven't got a fund for front wings yet. 36 laps, says VXR. Oh, bloody hell. Solo commentary, 36 laps. Better than Roller Cola I am on. Pepsi Max Cherry, maximum taste. No. What do you mean, no fucking sugar? Oh, that's a fucking letdown. It's like having a cup of tea with a fucking spoonful of salt. Right, moving on. Well, that was like an inside burp. I wish I could have shared it with you, but nothing came out. Anyway, guys, this is going to be a huge one. Prediction in the race. I'm thinking that, well, I predicted last week, based on last week's qualifying, Relics was over a second quicker than the field, nearly. I expect him to walk away with it, but it was anything but. Zandvoort, of course, is a bit more of a narrow track. Not as many overtaking opportunities as there are in America. There are a few pretty much cast iron opportunities. Obviously, going into the first corner is a clear one. But there's a couple of little sneaky ones. Obviously, just going through Sector 2, they're kind of swooping right, and you can literally send it down there without killing anyone, hopefully. We've got Woodsy in the chat. For table purposes tonight, is Psycho Swish. He is, mate. Yes, he is. Oh, for God's sakes, my throat. And we are going, yeah, mate. Is FXR Vettel account. Woodsy basically is... It's shit. It's FXR Vettel. It's shit. Quite frankly, it's fucking shit. But yep, it is, mate. Yeah. Thank you for watching, Woodsy. Again, great work at the tables, my man, as always. And I didn't even advertise my race tonight. I'm quite disappointed, to be fair. I might do that next week. But here we go. Then 11 drivers lining up on the grid for the formation lap. Bit of a better burp, guys. We're building up, building up, building up. Here we go. And the cat hasn't actually shit. Where is he? When you can't see him, that's when he's up to something. But for dinner, though, guys, just to let you know, I had spicy ribs. I did. Spicy ribs. So, RIP to my toilet about 8 AM tomorrow morning. So we've got Psycho Swish. Are these guys actually on a formation lap? They're fucking flying around. Let's get the data up on the screen just to make sure that Superstar Woodsy legend, so the quickest turnaround on tables in history will be uploaded tonight, of course. I believe if people don't finish, or if they don't get to like the final 3 laps or something, I think Mark said, you don't score. I think that's kind of how it works. I'm 90% through. I don't kind of understand. I forgot to find out, basically. But everybody does score. Every single person scores who finishes, so even the likes of, obviously, Gunners, who's not quite on the pace of everyone else yet, game line just a little bit off the pace of the field. He's gaining though, of course. Just to confirm, you get everybody who races and finishes will score points, so there's always something to play for. Obviously, with the likes of Relics and Korg, who got themselves onto the podium in last week's race, not being here, Raratron actually has a really, really good chance at taking the lead of the championship. But of course, with Psycho Swish all the way up front with Rara, as you can see there in the back. Oh my! Becca, what are you doing? Wait, Becca, no! Oh my God! Well, he's doing a pause. That's what I'm famous for, guys. Spinning on formation laps. See, you think this is the fucking Turkish Grand Prix? Wouldn't you want to spin there by Becca? Absolute superstar. I might as well stay on board with him there for a bit. Predicted strategy lap 1 to repair his front wing from the formation lap, preferably. So now we're going to go back up to the top guys here, as you see. Oh, that's a cool livery from Rash. Yeah, that's probably my favourite one, I'd say. Becca's kind of reminds me of Sunshine, so I don't like that. I live in Wales, so that's probably why I'm not a fan of that. Oh, no, I think probably my favourite livery is Grits, because it's ginger. It's got ginger bits on it, so that's probably my favourite at the moment. But no, guys, here we go then. 5 red lights, 36 laps of the ever-challenging classic Zandvoort track, revitalised for modern F1. Here we go, guys. So 3, 4, 5 red lights. And Grits jumped the start, but it is lights out, and away we go here. And the timing screens have taken literally just 1 second to fuck up. And we're going to go on board here with Psycho Swisher. He takes the lead. We're going to just flick through the field. Oh, that's a lovely camera angle there. Everybody actually got around. Grit's going to be fuming. He's had an absolute... Such an unfortunate start there. Psycho Swish currently leads. Oh my God. There's another overtaking opportunity. And that goes to show. There's 3 dinner. And a Rara there. Battling it is P5, the battling for Rara holds his line. Dark Mark overtakes Rashi, a stunning overtake there by Mark. He moves it to P2. Let's go back and watch this battle here. Any other battles going on track at the moment? Rick Dudley goes back in. I think he was probably recording an incident. There's Gunners at the back. As they all get through the sector time, then everybody is now back rolling. Psycho Swish leads from Dark Mark, Rashi. We've got, oh, look at this third dinner's gone for an outside line there, but we're not going to get much joy from that. There's a little more of a propel entrance. No flag sector 3, Gunners are spun. Not ideal for him. Third dinner's going to have a look into the end of the DRS though. And rides that curb. Oh, look at that, wheel to wheel. Between Rara and third dinner here, battling for P5. Rara involved in a lot of battling last week. Rara maintains 5th position at the moment. The soft tyre paying dividend for himself at the moment. So Psycho Swish beginning to open a bit of a gap up front. 1.1 seconds clear of DRS already, but anything can change. Look at that mark going incredibly defensive over Rashi there. The two cars side by side down the back straight, or the main straight, sorry. That's ghosting. Why is he ghosting? That's curious. He's just driven through the middle of him. Everybody's all over this. Grit, of course, saves his drive through now. He will be coming out there. I'm still curious what has happened to the timing screens. Oh, yellow flag, and third dinner is gone. Third dinner is gone, and that potentially will bring out a safety car. Safety car already. What's happened to dinner? Oh, he's gone off. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh my god. Well, Grit's currently done a drive-through penalty and winning the race, so that's pretty cool for him, I guess. It's a shame for third dinner. Didn't even make it around lap 3. Lap 3? Lap 3? What? Lap 2. Thank you. Jesus. Come on, guys, get your laps right. Rashi currently has... There is definitely contact, because we saw... I wasn't sure if it was ghosting was completely off or on. It was a non-collision, but of course we have seen damage to the car, so it definitely isn't that. So here we go, we've got our first safety car of the modern era of TSD, the Sunday Drive. Psycho Swish is going to be leading the pack. This is where usually I go for a cigarette, actually, guys. And Dark Mark shedding the soft tyres already. He's going to slow it down, perfectly does. Followed into the pits by Becker and Rara, and they're all going to come into the pits, but Gamerman doesn't pit. Gamerman up to an incredible 4th place. What a great start there, Grit. Glad I did my drive-through, mate. You did your drive-through. So third dinner is ashamed of himself. It's not the ideal start on Gunners. It's going to be an interesting position for Gunners here, because Gunners has now been brought into the pack. And he's going to be able to get in front of Becker. I think he has. No, he didn't. He didn't quite get there. But Gunners now is running P7. Third dinner, of course, does not score this week. So he's not had the best of start, third dinner, to be fair. He's had a disqualification, and he's also had an explosion in 2 laps, so he's not doing bad. He's got more he's got more like time penalties than he actually has laps completed, which is interesting. It's a disqualification, the DNF it is. I think he had the disqualification last... then Becker crashed, didn't he, last week as well? Yeah, disqualification, DNF it is. Woodsy for yourself, matey. Here we go, so... Oh! Thought Psycho Swish is going to have a little go at the safety car then. Top 4, yeah, we're all starting to filter in now. Hopefully we can have this race get in... Start as you mean to go on third, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Start as you mean to go on, brother. It's going to be interesting cheering these guys on. Gunners in a really, really unfamiliar position. Rara on the hard tyres. I'd say not the optimal tyre on this track, but what do I know? I've only ever done career mode and crashed on it. Probably the best start to third dinner's racing career in a league. I'll be honest, mate, that's why I'm on commentary, so I don't get disqualified in DNF, to be fucking perfectly frank. But here we go then. So all the cars are now right where they need to be. Goomba bringing up the rear there with Grit, who's amazingly done a drive-through and still finds himself on the back of the pack already. So Grit's race has been pretty much saved already here. A lot of these guys who have pitted in, they've all, barring Goomba, shedded the soft tyres, so Goomba, of course, has to pit again, as you have to use two different types of compound in the Grand Prix. On board then with Raratron in P8, we've got ourselves Grit P9, Goomba in Grit, so no shenanigans into the safety car so far. Psycho Swish leads. His debut, of course, he was in the commentary box last week. Very good qualifying. The gap wasn't as big from first to second as it was last week, so it's nice to see that the field are kind of bunching up a little bit more. Would have been cool to see what Relic's could have done against Psycho Swish, but of course, unfortunately, Relic's not here tonight. Hopefully, we'll be seeing him back for round number 3. If I knew what that was, guys, I would actually be classified as a decent, well-knowledge person. I did know, I just completely fucking forgot what the next race is. I've done it again, I did this last week. I'm basically going to be asking you guys to tell me what races. Oh, Gamerman's hit Mark. Gamerman just hit Mark there. I think Mark hit the back of Gamerman. What? Where is... Yeah, Mark's got wing damage. Game of Man with a penalty. Oh, it's China. Oh, I fucking love that track, I do. No good round it. In fact, the last time I raced it, I actually won. You guys just have to be aware of your surroundings. Mark now has wing damage. Mark, of course, ended up fighting for the lead at one point before tailing off a little bit later in the race when Relics and Rara kind of took over the show. Psycho Swish is allowed to go this slow. Waiting for that safety car to come round. They're going to bolt, you'd imagine. Game Man and Mark. Okay, now Game Man's hit Redman. Goodness me, Game Man's not having a very fun time, but this, I believe, is his first safety car, if I'm correct. Wing damage now. Not going to serve him very well. So we are now underway then. Rashid Vistela's got away with Psycho Swish. Dark Mark, of course, and Game Man both have damage. Becca's going to enjoy hearing about that. Oh, and there's a bit of a gap back here to Gunners. Look at this, 3 wide. He's quick going to try and go around. Oh, he's gone on the outside. He should have gone on the outside of both of them. He's definitely got Rara. Oh, Gunners just come across the path of him there. Nothing too malicious though. And look at this at the back here. Goober. Oh, Grit's gone wide. Oh, Rara's just forced his way past Gunners there to see that. And Grit defending for his life against Goober, who's going off the track there in the background. Good save there by Goober. What an absolutely intense start to this Grand Prix. So Game of Man, Dark Mark. Oh, Dark Mark's run a bit wider. That wing damage is going to really cost him, especially if it's on the right-hand side of the car. With a lot of right-handers that's going to kind of drag it out to the left. You see he's kind of having to force it back in every so often. Look at that. He's trying just to go around the outside of Game of Man here. Game of Man holds the inside line but catches the curb. Game of Man has caught the curb. As we say, Game of Man, not Gay Man, by the way. Just thinking. Oh, Game of Man nearly just spun a bit of Gunners and Goomba there, but nothing he could really do. Yellow flag now, of course. Goomba is not going to be able to make the move because he's still in the yellow flag position. He will be able to now, and Gunners holds his line. But oh, he held his line a bit too much there. Come back across the track just in front of Goomba. Nothing really he could do. Psycho Swish sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We've got a battle between Becca and Dark Mark here, side by side, going down the main straight, entering the 6th lap out of 36 laps. And Dark Mark has to concede that position to Becca. Becca's looking pretty decent, and Redman's having another quiet race, silently moving himself up into P3. And they've actually seen Redman get onto the podium. Can't wait for Chen next week. Cheers for finding out that Woodsy. Cheers, and Buddy, I'll probably ask you that every single week for the next 20 fucking 2. Right. So we've got Goomba still battling with Gunners. Gunners doing his... Oh, we've got a bit of wing damage there. I think Goomba just hit the back of him. I think he didn't expect Gunners to break so early. Gunners are very, very new to the racing scene. We've got 1, 2, nearly half the field has wing damage here, guys. I think everyone should lose half of their wing just to see, call it the half wing off Grand Prix, to be fair. Just looking on board there, Goomba has got past Gunners now and moves himself up into P8. Not going to appreciate the wing damage, of course. So Psycho Swish has a 1.9 second lead, then Redman a further 2.9 back, go to a gap to the leader. And already a 10-second gap built up. Oh my gosh, I had the drum roll, well that sneeze fucking up. So we've got guys pretty relatively spread out at the moment. We're just going to keep an eye on Gunners and Gamerman. These two already had handbags. We've got DRS enabled. And for the front runner starting lap 7, and Gunners has gone off here. And Gunners, oh my god, he's really gone off. Oh dear. Dirt and sand on the tyres, not exactly going to help his cause. Gunners learning the hard way. And that is a nose blow again, guys. Much love. So we've got no on-track battle. Of course, the pit stops are still to come. Becca, of course, is the highest guy up who is pitted. Currently rocking 7.5 seconds off the lead of the race there, guys. Zandvoort, a very, very fun track. I've noticed with my own career mode races, it's very, very easy to make a mistake. For example, around the last corner, if your tyres are a little bit cold, oh, look at that curb right there by Redman. Riding that really, really aggressively there. I mean, it must have quite a high ride out, because that'll probably singe your ass. It'd be a bloody chest, to be fair. You hit the curb that hard. Becca beginning to make inroads. Rara begins to make inroads on a wounded Dark Mark. I imagine he's going to have to ride that out to the end of the Grand Prix. Psycho Swish currently leading. As we said, Redman is really attacking those curves. And look at them, they're all attacking that curb. Attacking the curve, making sure it's the best line for them. This is the closest on-track battle at the moment, as we see Rara with full wing eating away at Dark Mark there, of course, with half the wing. It'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. Almost a race of attrition, this, isn't it? We are now pretty much nearly a quarter of the way through the Grand Prix, starting lap 8 of 36. Almost waiting for something to happen here. Gunners and Gamerman and Goomba, those are the three guys at the back. Grit is currently in a world of his own here, 3.8 seconds behind Rara, but 10.9 seconds in front. Grit, famous for not really grabbing many penalties. I know I said that after he got a drive through at the start. Oh, that's Becca off. Becca's gone off there. He's currently in P6. He's gone from 4th to 6th and he's left the session. Now, I'm assuming it's just going to be up to me to bring him back in, guys, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit of a break in the action. Just because I'm the only guy who can pretty much invite him to the game. I've got a co-coms partner today. There you go, send that over to him. So that's going to help Grit out no end. And now Rara and Dartmark all of a sudden will fight for P5. Only about five seconds off the podium position here. Redmond currently running P3. We're going to have a look at on the broadcast camera. Wow, Tron 89, here we go. So Rara then coming round. The tricky start to the third sector, coming into the sort of Indianapolis style oval final couple of corners. I'd love to watch this, guys, in real F1, but unfortunately we aren't going to be blessed with having to watch this year. We'll have to wait to 2021. Hopefully we do get to watch that next year, because that's going to be an absolute cracking race if we can bag that one. Here we go, the Rara with the DRS. Didn't quite had overtake on as well briefly, but didn't quite have enough in the tank to get past Mark, who's going to be compromised, of course, with the lines that he takes. And goes, of course, sitting like 17 seconds off the back of Gamerman, and there's Rara ruthlessly close to the back of Dartmark. Here we go then, Rara coming up the tricky first sector, coming towards the end of sector 1 now as we go around this long round. Very, very tricky to get the perfect line in. Don't hit the apex or your ass is going to be spinning around like a top. Marcus wind damage is, by the way, doing a superlative, as Mary Walker would say, job to kind of hang in the top 2, well, top 3 are pretty much set in stone at the moment. We're just waiting to see what happens just below them. Becca's back in the race now. Bless me, guys, sorry. And fell from 4th to 6th, and of course Grit overtook his AI, putting him into 7th. Now, will Grit be able to catch Rara? If Rara spends too long behind Dartmark, Grit on the soft tyres, even though they're beginning to become a little bit worn, will he be able to back himself? Position Becca's really struggling to get back in the position. Becca, if you can hit him, man, just keep trying to join, buddy. It's okay, keep going for it. And Rara now has the overtake on. Dartmark also doesn't have the overtake on because ZRS is completely beat. So this should be a bread and butter move here by Rara. Literally over 15 miles an hour quicker on the straight. Dartmark will try and go for the switchback move with the damage where he's trying his absolute utmost. But there goes Rara up with a P4. Last week's first inaugural race of season 2 of the TSD is currently sitting in P4. A bit of jitters here. I'm hoping that Becca can get himself back in the race really quickly. It's going to be really unfortunate if he can't, to be fair. But Dartmark currently rocking 5th position. We're going to have a little flick up and down the order. As you see Becca's AI there on board with Grit. Great curb riding there. Great confidence to be able to ride these curves by Grit. To be honest with you, personally myself, I wouldn't have the confidence to attack the curves the way these guys are. Becca is back into the lobby again. Hopefully he can get himself back in, because Goomba's starting to catch his AI now. Gap's floating around about the 10-second mark. I'm pretty good. I'm all good. Then I'll be good, man. I'll be all good for now. If it gets a little bit too hectic, I'll probably accept it. But for this week, I'll go solo, bud. But no, thanks for the offer, though, right? Superstar for offering. So here comes Dartmark then. 1 second in it now. And now we've got no times. That's absolutely fucking perfect, isn't it? So, guys, we're going to rely on the ever-reliable mini-map. So we've got 1 time. Oh, here we go. They're all coming across now. Gamerman, the first person, as far as I'm aware, to pick up a 3-second penalty. Gamerman, 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. We've got Goomba now. Is Becca actually back in his car? Let's just double check. It looks so. Yep, based on that line and the fact that his AI, yep, that's definitely him. That's 1,000,000% him. We've got a yellow flag, sector 1, and I believe there's Redmond. Redmond from 3rd place. Redmond from P3 has spun. And he's gone all the way down to P6. Now with Becca actually being in the lobby, or if he would have stayed, if he didn't disconnect, that would have been down to P7, so not quite as disastrous as what it should be for Redmond. But by God, that puts Rara into the podium places on virtually just driving, okay, and Becca gets past anyway. Because Redmond's got damage to his wing, that is absolutely wounding, but of course he can make a pit stop here and do a 1-stop onto the hards, but I'm assuming that's not what he was going to go for, you'd imagine. Well, there probably fucking was, to be honest. And Rashi's in the pits. Rashi comes into the pits, and he's going to go for another... I can't even see what fucking tyres they are. Hard tyre, 1 stop soon. Probably is going for the hard tyre, actually. Redmond, under probably the wrong circumstances, has actually found himself in a pretty interesting one. 3rd in his last session. Thank you very much, 3rd, for offering for the co-coms, matey. If I'm by myself next week, and obviously if you go for the triple crown of retirements, I'll definitely accept it. Just because I'm on a bit of a ebb and flow at the moment, I just want to keep it going. But thank you very much for the offer, broski. We've got Rashi then coming through, and Goomba So Rashi now on the hard tyre, he's going to catch that Mark, you'd imagine. Mark, is he going to be going to the end? That's going to be the killer question. Is Mark going to be going to the end on those tyres? If he is, then you can't expect the pace to be much quicker than this. But Rashi now, he's going to be the man on a mission. He's got to try and usurp Psycho Swish. It was what's worked out as on like a 15-second pit stop, which is fucking mental. Keep that Pepsi flowing, guys. That's how we do. And I know it's blown. Oh man, fucking unbelievable. Oh god. So watching Rashi now, just over a third distance now. Psycho Swish, of course, has already crossed line start lap 13. Dark Mark pits, he's shedding the tyres. What? What? Was that a fucking warning? Grit sheds his tyres on his Becker all of a sudden. He's found himself back in a P4. I'm not going on the onboard camera for this reason. We'll leave that there. So Grit has actually jumped Dark Mark based on the wing damage. And that is a pretty shitty penalty to get, I'll be honest with you. I don't understand. Oh, he's bagged that penalty. That's completely fucking madness and mental, quite frankly. But now we've got a 3-car battle on track, because Goomba is on the back of these guys on pretty worn soft tyres. He's been on them since the safety car when he come in on lap 3. And now Dark Mark is battling here. He's got his wing. Oh, look at that move by Dark Mark! Balls to the wall, round outside, up the hill, towards the end, towards the swooping right hand. Now, what a move there by Dark Mark up in a P5. He means business. Gritmaster, of course, also means business. He's currently in P6. Every one of these guys means fucking business. Ooh. That burp meant wonderful business. Rara then coming around the final corner. As you see, Gunners coming into the pits as well. Will Psycho Swish be able to get out of the pits? Is this the world's shortest pit stop? He was 15 seconds ahead. And he's there. Fucking, you literally just need 10 seconds. It's a fucking 10-second pit stop for crying out loud. I guess, saying that, I guess due to the kind of undulation of the track, it's probably the most advantageous pit stop out of them all. We're going to see Gunners get himself back onto track. Good stuff there. Gunners 45 seconds behind Redman of all people. Down in P9, was on the podium. Not a short few laps ago. Currently now all the way down. In P9, 10 seconds, 7 seconds off Game Man. You'd expect him to try and catch him up. But you never know. Game Man's currently running in P8. I believe that's where he finished last week as well, if I'm correct. P8 or P9. So here comes Goober then. Catch it. Oh, Grit put a wheel on the grass there. Not going to help his cause going up the hill. Here comes Goober then. Just now he's under the second mark. With 2 DRS zones. 1.9 seconds of gap still up top. Psycho Swish, you'd expect to get his tyres sorted. Rara, of course, still out. He has made a pit stop though, so he doesn't need to come in. Whether he will or not is, of course, up for debate. Goober running in P7. He, of course, will be pitting again. As will Gamer Man. Well, pretty much all of them will be pitting, you'd imagine, other than Rashi. Oh, who's that? That's, oh, God, Gunners, get that fucking shit out of me. Gunners there. Of course, the lap car's ghosting. Sometimes, well, in the old leagues, we used to have ghosting off, but thankfully it is on, so if anyone makes any back markers are there. Obviously, just learning the game as Gunners is currently at the moment. It's ideal to have ghosting on just for the moment, just so it doesn't cause any intrusion in the race. People are getting penalties and warnings, folks, for coming into the pits. That is a real shitter, to be fair. I don't understand. Oh, you know, you come into the pits here, have 3 seconds for your fucking trouble. Fuck off. As you see there, guys, Goomba with the wing damage. It's now telling him to pit, though. It's telling him and Gunner, well, it's telling all to pit, to be fair. I don't know why it's telling Redmond to pit. He's on the hard times. He's gone 2 laps for crying out loud. Has he got any wing damage? No. As we're going to have a look with the leader at the moment, Psycho Swish. Great debut he's made so far. Faultless drive. Currently lap 15 of 36, I believe, in his league FXR. They recently did Zandvoort. So I'm correct in thinking he crashed out. Or I can't remember what he did. I'm sure he did. Oh, yes, boy. That's how we fucking do. Yellow flag there. That is Gunners again. And we've got the battle between Gamerman and Redmond. We're going to pay close attention to that. Now, Gamerman has been put under a lot of intense pressure and a lot of 5-second penalties, almost some which, well, ironically, by hitting Redmond, funnily enough, in the safety car, 3rd and 4th. Now they're currently running in 8th and 9th, coming up to lap the 10th place and final running car of Gunners. Let's go on board with Redmond, see how difficult. Gunners makes this move, or Gamerman, sorry, makes this move for him. Oh, he's gone down the inside here. Redman and, oh my goodness me. You want to get much closer, this should be bread and butter, but look at this. Gamerman's trying to hang on the outside, I think Redman's got him. Oh no, he hasn't, oh he's hit him. Oh, very late on the brakes here by Gamerman, just literally didn't anticipate the braking zone and has parked straight into the back of Redman. It's not been a very good race here for Gamerman at all. He's had issues in qualifying. Back with a 3-second penalty. These penalties can end up coming back to bite them in the backside, you'd imagine. You may as well keep running, folks, because points mean prizes, and points, of course, finishing the race means points for you, of course, as well. So here we go then. We are rocking now. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in this evening, and I'm going to be getting both races uploaded to YouTube as early as tomorrow, guys. I've looked at it before, and Gunners has gone off the track. He's having a real problem with the double right-hander in Sector 2. He's gone off there about 4 or 5 times. He just can't quite get to grips. It's like the guys in the Turkish Grand Prix today just can't get to grips with the track. Rashi is hauling Rara in now. Raratron's dropped 1.3 seconds since the pit stop on Psycho Swish. It looks pretty much academic, doesn't it, as it stands, but of course Zandvoort, a track where mistakes are aplenty, and there are a lot of opportunities to fly off the track at your first opportunity. Of course, Goomba makes a pit stop. That's going to demote him. It's going to demote behind Redman. I believe he will stay in P8. After that, came on with a 3-second penalty. That's coming right. Oh, he's ran wide at the final corner. So Rashi now 1.2 seconds behind Raratron 89. Pretty decent Grand Prix, approaching half distance here. Psycho Swish has had it all his own way so far. Rashi doing his absolute utmost. Well, he's going to claim his first podium if he keeps on going this way. A lot of these guys, Dartmark's put literally 10 seconds on grits as the pits. Mark running on the medium tight, he needs to, because you literally need 15 seconds for a pit stop. So as the guy's lap Gamerman, of course, he's just been lapped by 3rd and 4th place. Mark absolutely trying to haul his way back in. Of course, Mark, the guy who reopened the idea of the Sunday drive, giving this absolutely washed up piece of shit a chance to stream and commentate. Like I've already said, guys, I literally do league streams for. I remember back in the day when I was at 70, 80 views, man. 3 views, as good as, because you guys are sticking with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the followers I've got, Goomba actually follow me off stream, so thank you so much for Goomba for the follow. So I'm actually now beginning to catch up with Rara. Let's go on board with Rashi then, of course, RF1, SF1, VRF1 driver Rashi, formerly known as Neglects, had his highlighting, crowning moment in league racing at Singapore. It's the moment I remember from him the most. It's the one he wants to forget. Led 30 laps, that's 30 laps from 31 laps, wet Singapore Grand Prix, and then dumped it in the wall, going towards the kind of old Singapore sling, as they used to call it back in the day. And now I think this could be the lap here, lap 19 of 36, where Rashi gets the move done on Rara. Let's have a quick check and see. There's no other battles anywhere on track, so this is where we're going to be focusing our main attention on at the moment. Rashi currently on the back of Rara. What can he do here? Rara, he knows he's going to have to defend. Gunners is going to get blue flag, but he's going to go, so that's not hopefully going to cause a hindrance. May cause a couple of braking point malfunctions. No, Rara handles that perfectly. Gunners didn't need to get out of the way, just kind of in his own race at the moment, bringing the car home. 56 seconds, 57 now, sorry, off Gamerman. That's increasing by the second. And here is the battle on track. Rara is getting a very familiar P2 feel and vibe about this sort of season. It's kind of like almost a Cinderella story, isn't it? Rara always being so close but yet so far, not quite being the belle of the ball, always the one who kind of has to hold the dress for the bride. But hopefully, Rara, of course, has found glory before, former 2-time Czech League racing champion, RF1 Division 3 Season 1. And the Tuesday, and there's Rara. That is a penalty, dipping his rear wheel into the grass. Now, can Rashi finally do anything about Rara? Rara's got a bit more ERS than Rashi. It should just about be enough to hold it. Both these guys are on track, of course, in the RF1 Monza this weekend. Oh, and Rara just holds it for now. How long for, though? How long are we going to hold for? These guys are now identical on ERS. What an unbelievable race this has been so far, folks. Already over half distance is fucking flying through, to be fair. Here we go. So can Rashi do anything about Rara? Can he get him here? You'd imagine he's going to try and make an overtaking maneuver from every point possible. And who's that round? That is Gamerman, I believe, spun round. Is it Gamerman? So he goes flicking off that really quickly, just to see, it was Gamerman spinning it just at the exit of turn 1, I believe he caught his wheel on the grass, dropped it there. Here comes Rashi with DRS, and he's using ERS as a mistake. In my opinion, it's a very difficult overtaking move, and Rauer covering perfectly, goes to the inside and hugs the inside curb, stopping Rashi in his tracks. It's all about the patience here. All Rashi has to do is literally hang on his back, but Rauer once again has that 10% ERS advantage, which by the end of the straight, and Gamerman has retired. Is that a quit? I don't know if that's a rage quit or not. And it's caused a safety car! We got a safety car! Psycho Swish is going to be fuming. All of these guys now then, the decision. Soft or medium? You'd imagine medium. I wouldn't see any of these guys pushing softs 15 laps. Rashi's going to be fuming for the fact that he could literally have just got him. I don't know what's happened to Gamerman there, unfortunately. Well, I do. He's exploded his fucking car. That much is pretty much obvious. But on that bombshell, guys, Gunners has got himself in the P9, amazingly. Well, speed 2 laps down. Safety car just waiting. We're going to go on board Becca just to show the people where the safety car waits in Zandvoort. He's having himself a little cup of tea on the sidelines there. Oh my god, Becca nearly drove into it. That would have been, as sad as it would be, that would be humorous, quite frankly. So Grit coming out on the softs. I know that Grit is very good in his tyres, but 15 lap old softs, and there's Redman. He's been playing it safe for the mediums. All these guys are going to be on the, well, they're all on the lead lap. Pardon me, Goomba has gained track position on Redman. Goomba's gained track position on Redman. That is Goomba P7, Redman P8. Everybody will take probably about 2 or 3 laps for the field to get back up to the pack. Psycho Swish going. Oh, we got a double stack! Double stack there for Rara. Him and Psycho Swish double stacked. And it's cost Rara P2. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear me. The fun of the multiplayer car. And that's it there. Psycho Swish has caught the safety car. The top 3 are now in formation with the safety car. As you see there, Gunners will have to wait with them. He will ghost though. Probably makes sense for Gunners to pit, to be fair, to be honest with you, under the safety car, because then he won't kind of get in everyone's way there. But obviously ghosting means it's not going to cause an issue for anybody. As you see then, the only thing it's going to cause an issue for Gunners is between Rara and Becca. There's going to be a little bit of a gap. Becca's absolutely just shagging his gearbox again. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm not watching my grand drive, to be fair. Mostly Becca, he's got a lot more ability than my grandmother, of course. But Jesus Christ, the way she usually works on the bloody back of the gearbox. Dark Mark, Becca, Grit currently running P6. Very quiet race for Grit after the opening stanza. We've got Goomba P7, Redman sitting in P8. So we're looking at 1 minute rounds. Redman P8, Redman will be looking for. And there's Gamerman, he's left. Gamerman, he's left. I keep calling Gamerman. That sounds like I'm calling Gamerman. I'm not. I'm calling Gamerman. So Gunners is on the back of the safety car. I think almost everybody is now. There's only 9 drivers left, so 2/3 of the field are on the back of it. Grit's going to be the next one. Then we've got literally there's about 30 seconds between the safety car and Redman. So hopefully by the end of this lap, we'll have everybody on course and on par. Hopefully. So here we go then. No safety cars in week 1, 2 in week 2. Epic stuff there. Oh, Psycho Swish getting immensely close to the back of the safety car then. His gunner's actually ghosting. I'm just going to double check that. I think he is. It looks like he is, I think. I'm going to assume he is, quite frankly. He should allow Gunners to go through though, and then obviously start the proceedings again. But of course, this is F1 2020 run by fucking Codemasters, so of course they don't believe in lapped cars. They don't think you're good enough if you're a lap car, whereas we always encourage you, we always appreciate however far behind you are. Right, so we've got Redmond currently rocking and rolling towards the back of the pack, and then we will get this shit going again. Here we go then. I think Psycho Swish now knows this is the final lap and the safety car. Here we go. He was right, so Redmond has been absolutely chogging his tyres round. Oh, Gunners is tapping Rara. So Gunners isn't ghosting here. Yeah, we saw that. That is... It wasn't a severe collision, you just give him a nudge, but... I guess under the safety car, you're deemed not allowed to. There are the remaining 9 drivers, guys, in the field. Any one of these 9, well, probably one of 8 of the 9, because Gunners is a lap down, can win the Grand Prix. And so, oh, what happened there? Rara got really caught out there. Has he got wing damage? I can't tell. Look at Becker, trying to get around the outside of Gunners. He's going to get... They're all struggling to get past him. He ghosts anyway, so you can just literally let him get on with this, whatever he does. And look at this here, we've got a 2-car battle here, but it is a 3-car battle, but of course there is a lap car involved. Saturn Rashes on the back of Psycho Swish now, not letting him get away this time. Narrating P3 is going to get caught by the 3 cars behind Becker. Dips his left rear wheel into the grass there. There's battles up and down like a Great Goomba. Just caught the back of that battle there. There's Redmond, of course, with Gunners just bringing up the rear now, a lap down. It says he's 2 laps down, apparently. Sorry, yeah, he is 2 laps down, forgive me. Yeah, he is 2 laps down. That is correct. Sorry, I was trying to work out. Yellow flag, Dark Rashy's gone round. Rashy has dropped it. Huge move, huge news in this race. Rashy, wing damage is there. Rashy, no wing damage, so we can get back up to proceeds with that. He's almost gifted the win to Psycho Swish as it stands, but I have mentioned before, there is always the risk of they're not cold tyres anymore, but that puts Becker onto the podium. Psycho Swish gets the fastest lap, 1 minute 11.081. That is an extra point for the fastest lap as well. I believe that is what we run like a real F1. Redmond now all over the back of Goober, fighting for the 6th position here, with Rashy all the way down now in P8. Missed opportunities all around, they'd say. I know I've seen Rara's name come across the video printer at the bottom for penalties. I haven't really seen any of the... There's not really that many penalties, to be fair. A couple of 5-seconders. But other than that, nothing truly remarkable. We're going to just go and pay close attention to Mark now. There is a battle going on. I'll just keep an eye on the timing screens. Bless me, guys, sorry. There's almost a 3-car battle going on right. Well, nearly 4-car battle with Grit just in front. We've got Grit, Goomba, Redmond and Rashy all having their own fun on track. Oh, Grit doing a superlative job in P5. Oh, that's what I mean. I can't. Just for the audience, a sheep dying. And ironically, we just witnessed Dartmark go around the outside in the final couple of corners. That was the perfect time to hear a sheep dying, even though there probably isn't really a perfect time to hear a dying animal, quite frankly. Need to reassess my evaluation there. But yeah, you get the evaluation. Right, so Rashy currently sitting there. We've just seen Dartmark pull one of the moves of the season so far around the outside. Balls to the wall, he's pulled a couple of them, he did an amazing move just up here. Oh, and that's Rashy pushing ever so hard. I think that's a 3-second penalty for chucking polystyrene at a car. That's an aggressive. This isn't like a Mario Kart, mate. You're not going to be able to blast him in a red bubble. And Redmond's lost it here. Redmond loses it. Rashy keeps himself focused. This is side by side going up the hill towards the other sector 1. And he's done it! Rashy, one mistake by Redmond causes Rashy to move up into P7. Rashy, of course, that one mistake has dropped both guys already in 2nd and 3rd at one point in this race. Now, we've got a yellow flag, sector 1. Gunners has gone round. Really struggling, isn't he, Gunners? But all he has to do is bring the car home. Bring it home, get your points. Wow, he's got a 3-second penalty. That could be huge at the end of this Grand Prix, especially running on the medium tyres. I mean, he's going to have no advantage over the other guys for about 5 or 6 laps. Gunners with the penalties. Well, he's really struggling, Gunners. He needs to just focus. I'm going to go up top here briefly, as we have got ourselves a potential overtaking opportunity for Mark. He's far down. We're going to flick it back here now to Goomba. And Rashy, I think he's going to be able to nail this. Rashy right on the outside. Oh, he's clipped it. Oh, dear me. don't know if, I'm not sure if the room was given. I'll be honest with you that it was a shit camera angle. But he did tap Goomba around, clear as day. Rashi did hit, well, the two cars came together, should I say. Maybe look at the damage model, the contact and damage model on this game is fucking absolutely up its own arse. But unfortunately, that is Goomba around, and he drops the position back to Redmond. These two are playing fucking hot potato in P6 and 7 this race. So the battle on track to watch is now going to be about for second. I wouldn't really rule out Rashi just yet. 14 points for ninth. Well, there you go. Woodsy, there you go indeed. So 14 points for ninth place. That's going to be, even though he's 2 laps down and in the pits, he's rocking and rolling here at the moment. He's still getting his points. And my cat is not shit. I'm proud of you, boy. I'm fucking proud of you. Rashi with a 3-second penalty. You know he's pushing the absolute bollocks off that car. And here comes Start Bob. He's out of ERS. Now he doesn't even need to push. He's lost his boost. Rashi gets grip coming across the line. ERS, DRS, VRS, VHS, NHS, gets himself straight through and gets himself up into P5 to chase down Becker. I think Dartmark just needs to focus on saving his... fucking hell, it's like they're being chased by fucking... I'm trying to think of being chased by fucking Timmy off CBeebies. Look at that, fucking Becker following him around in his fucking sheepmobile. He needs to change his delivery to Fluffy Clouds, doesn't he? Oh dear. Yellow flag 61 Gunners again struggling through turn 3. It's really the camera. I mean, he's clipped the curb a few times through there. Just keep the frustration away, man. Just get it to the end. You'll be ahead of a lot of other people in the championship if you do, Gunners, to be fair. And here is Dartmark all over. Oh, there's a big yellow flag. What's happening? I'm going to actually watch him a minute. Oh, he's struggling to get around again. Not ideal. But here we go then. The battle for P2. Fingers crossed Gunners does. Pulling a huge... And Dartmark used all his ERS again. Rara, all he has to do is apply the boost and he'll pull away. There you go. As simple as Whistle and Dixie, as Eminem once said in his Renegade song with Jay-Z, just to prove I am absolutely not a music mogul. Redmond on 7-lap old mediums will be having much more joy than grit on 7-lap old softs right about now. This is when the mediums will come into their own. But Rara, of course, has been left by Psycho Swish, currently holds a 6.4 second advantage over Rara. This is going to be my only stream of the night, guys. I'm going to actually, rather than play, I'm going to go and chill out on some Dragon Age, I think, put my feet up after this. I'm going to try and bring you some F1 career mode. It just depends, obviously, what time this is working, etc. What homework I got with a little lady to do, you know, just kind of all depends on that. 3 laps down Gunners at the moment, but he's still going. A sign of just continuation. And we're going to get back on more of the battle. I just noticed I wasn't even watching a battle, I was just watching kind of Psycho Swish and Gunners driving their own race at the moment. Oh, bless me, guys, sorry. So here we go then. Mark has saved. He's not saving a bit of ERS. He can't save the ERS. The ERS is becoming a real issue. But Mark may still find himself on the podium, just a shade under 7 laps to go in this Dutch Grand Prix held at the classic venue of Zandvoort, revitalised specifically for the Sunday drive. He's not being used by real fucking F1 at the moment. Just trying to have a battle. He had a battle with Rara, funnily enough, last week. Not a direct battle, but the two of them were involved in the top 4 scrap with Korg and Relics. Both of whom would have loved to be here tonight. Korg, of course, not feeling too good. I think Relics just couldn't wake up in Venice. Both guys are in Australia, so you know, it's handy for them to actually even be able to half race with us. Fair play for the commitment, of course. Rara currently rocking P2 with Dartmark P3. Don't forget about the sheep car behind Becker. He's a little lamb with a lot to learn. Yep, 3 people have just heard me sing Timmy. I fucking love watching that with Little Roger. I gotta be honest with you, baby. I used to love that. Where comes Dartmark saving? He's got a couple more percent of ERS, but he's still got nothing near enough to challenge. He sets it over to it well early and straight as well. As he drops into, yeah, he's down to 0, so he needs to start saving. Ooh, Becker nearly went to the pits there. I'm wondering what happened there. I think he caught the rear tyre. Potentially left rear on the side there. Literally dropped half a second on the 2 cars in front. Rashi catching him up at an absolute rate of knots as well. Put 3 seconds on Becker. Rashi looking like a very, very good prospect in this league. Certainly to be up there towards the front every Grand Prix. Rara on course for a double podium, depending on the penalties, I'm assuming, because we've seen names come across the bottom. I don't usually check them myself, guys. A cracking little race, this. Battles up and down, on and off, but up and down throughout the field. Nowhere near as exciting, I'll be honest with you, as the opener, because that was a fucking worldie. This one has held its own, a very, very different type of track to America Zandvoort, much more fast and free-flowing, whereas America's a carbon copy of like 4 different fucking circuits. Here we go, Mark. Rara, he's actually nearly on the same, if he gets on the same level of ERS as Rara, we're rolling. If not, oh shit, I just chopped the fucking lighter across the room, that's not going to be ideal. Hopefully it didn't blow up, though it didn't, thank you. Now Mark with 16.33. Here we go, Mark. Set his ERS a bit later. So Rara's just managing this to absolute perfection here. Rashi currently rocking P5. This is going to we're going to have 2, well, potentially 3 on-track battles. Grit has been overtaken by Redman. I did miss that on track, guys, but Redman is now up in P6. Grit hanging on in P7. Penalties will, of course, have an impact in this Grand Prix. We have had 2 different safety cars for both crashes, in fairness, for one for Game of Mans and one for third dinners. So it has brought out safety cars for correct incidents. Reading a chat, that kind of annoys me. Right, anyway, moving on. Dark Mark, 7/10 of a second behind. He's been stuck behind Rara the entire time, and in the end, the soft tyres are going to give way. They're going to give way in a couple of laps, and so he's going to have to make his move. Probably in the next lap, Dark Mark. He's going to have to literally save up ERS the same way that Rara's holding ERS. It would seem, or just basically beat him on penalties, and don't worry about it. Either way, he could be doing either or. And here we go, here comes Mark down the back straight. He's used all of his ERS up again. I mean, a big fat ass 0 on the ERS. Oh, he didn't go down to 0. He's a little bit deep now, Mark, trying to put the power down. I thought he was going to lose it then. Well held. The battle for P2, just under 4 laps to go now. Psycho Swish, we barely covered him the entire race. Currently leading the Grand Prix just a shade over 7 seconds. I thought Rara made a mistake there. Look at the, from Rara's perspective, this guy is harassing him. Absolutely harassing. Oh, you can check from behind. Oh, you can move the camera. That's brilliant. What fucking time it let you do that? Look at this one. Oh my god, that's trippy, isn't it? Look at this. Watching an onboard camera perspective from Rara. Looking back at Dark Mark. Great stuff here. Look how close. Rara caught the grass there. Mark will have seen that. I hope to capitalise on it. Look at this, guys. Unbelievable stuff. Here we go. Oh, I was hoping for a seamless transition there, to be fair. Rara, if it stays where it is, will go top of TSD. That was once the table man confirming that fact. Rara is not running overtake. I thought that was going to be Mark's opportunity. He's got 3 laps to do this. Well, probably 2, you'd imagine. So as it stands, Rara is top of TSD. Will he be top, though? That's the question. Because Mark will be hoping and praying. Look, we've got another battle here going on, guys. We're going to just have a little flip behind here from Becca's people. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, Gunners is still going around, by the way, guys. Another yellow flag there. Gunners, epic stuff to go around. I think Becca may have made an issue that, oh, Rashi's run very wide onto the grass. It's going to compromise him. And that's going to be at least a warning. Back onto the onboard camera to see just that you can see Mark is literally the same distance away. Oh no, whoops, there's your held down. Oh, he's literally just sniffing what Rara had for dinner yesterday. Plus it takes about 8 hours for your food to regurgitate so you don't shit straight away. Here we go. Science lesson for you there, guys. Don't say the puzzle teacher things. Oh, here we go. Not, Mark isn't gaining enough. Oh, you can literally just press down and it'll show you that. Well, that's brilliant. Not quite got a seamless thing yet. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yellow flag sector 1, that is Becca! Where's he gone? What's he doing? Is it disconnection? Becca, no! He could have got a podium! We know Rara's got penalties. Becker's gone straight on at turn 2. Oh, it's a disconnection. Oh, that is mighty unfortunate. Oh, goodness me, Becker was running an absolute... Well, he was with Rasha. Actually, I don't know what happened. Was they coming together? We'll have to ask. Curious moment there for Becker. I don't know exactly what happened. I think he was a good second in front of Rashi. So I don't think there was a collision. We'll find out on the podium chat after. It's only going to be a quick podium, of course, guys, but here we go. So we have entered the final lap of the Dutch Grand Prix. My first solo commentary since RRL 2017. Here we go. Oh, that fucking nose blow for the road. Final lap. Can Rara keep Mark behind him? He's now got equal ERS. Pushing like no tomorrow. Will there be any mistakes on the final lap? It's yet to be seen, of course, because we are on the final lap, so it'll be good to see you can keep the composure. Mark runs onto the curb, literally didn't want that penalty. I'm assuming he's not had any. Psycho Swish currently running away with this at the moment. We're going to go on board with Jordan, aka Psycho Swish, my commentary partner from last week. I'll be honest with you, class of his own. When Rashi had that mistake, it was done and dusted. Psycho Swish, his debut in the Sunday drive, coming around the final corner, bit it here and I'll piss myself, to take the checkered flag and the win of the Dutch Grand Prix. Our second winner in as many races, following Relix's attempt from last week. Here comes Rara. Rara has quite a few penalties. A dart mark jumps in. Will Rashi get him? No, he doesn't. He misses out by 1.8 seconds. Rashi misses out on a podium again. Redman recovering from that early spin, coming in with a fine 5th place finish. Here comes Redman. Will Grit get him? Grit gets him! Grit P5. Unfortunately, the drive-through, of course, saved, and of course that, well, he's not had any other real bad incidents since the drive-through. Here comes Goomba across the line, P7, and Becker, just an odd. We got 2 ghost cars battling here, guys, so we'll see if Casper can go and beat fucking the ghost of Christmas fucking present. I don't fucking know. Shout out to Gunners, of course. He picks up 14 points. Another very good race. So it was a bit of skullduggery in qualifying between Gunners and Gamerman, but you know, new drivers, new league. You're going to get people having discussions, and obviously people making a couple of silly moves. Everybody's learning at this stage, guys. So we're going to get a couple of hiccups. But other than that, what a fucking brilliant race that was. Lovely, lovely race. So there you have it there, ladies and gentlemen. Becker comes across the line. I believe he will be gifted the 8th position. Yeah, the Rashi's just confirmed it there. He definitely 1,000,000% gets points for that, I've got to be honest. There's a disconnection with 2 laps to go, so... And Rara gets driver of the day. We'll give him that one, whatever the game says. I think Rara's kind of... Doesn't Michael Schumacher's head on this game look like a fucking turnip? I'm sorry. It just bloody does, doesn't it? So we're going to make the party joinable. We've got 3 people to invite for the second week in a row. We've got Rara, but we've got 2 new people on the podium in TSC. Nope, I'm not inviting you. That is the complete wrong person to invite. We're going to invite him. And we're going to invite Dark Mark, of course, getting his first podium of the revitalised season. I have no idea if anyone's actually in the fucking party with me, because it's not giving me notifications. I believe we've got someone in. We've got 2 people in. It's connecting for Jordan. It'll probably take him 6 hours because he's fucking Scottish. Oh, he heard me call him Scottish. Whoopsie daisy. And we've got all 3 guys in the podium. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a quick little rundown of the proceedings. So yeah, we've got a new leader in TSD. But first of all, guys, Psycho Swish with a great victory, getting P1. Dark Mark actually jumped Rara across to P2. Rara P3. We've got Rashi P4. Gritmaster in 5th position. We've got Redman. And we've got ourselves, well, Grit and Redman 5th and 6th, Goomba and Becker, of course. I believe he's going to be getting given points, disconnected with 2 laps to go. I mean, it's kind of, after doing probably one of the best straight lines coming out of turn 2, I mean, it was sexually savouring to watch. Gunners 4 laps down and picks up more points. So there you go, guys. That is your running, of course, Gamerman. And third dinner keeping up is absolutely fantastic. Lack of finishing run. Can't do anything better than that. But anyway, we're going to go straight onto the interviews now while we see the results on the screen. Psycho Swish, of course, fastest lap. And we will talk to him now. Great debut for yourself, mate. You're commentating on these guys, so you had to put your money where your mouth is this week. So let us know how your race went.
Here we go. But this is the one thing I didn't want to happen is that kept a lead. Then on the first pit stop, straight away after I nearly spun it 3 times. I was instantly thinking hard, so not the options. Should have tried to go medium soft perhaps, but then the safety.
You literally, it was almost like everything sort of fell into your lap, didn't it? I mean, obviously with the Rashi, I'm not sure if you're aware, but because Rashi also spun as well when he was chasing after you on the final stint after the safety car came in. So that was almost, obviously, with Mark and, as we'll talk about in a minute, a fantastic battle between those two, Mark and Rara. But other than that, mate, just there's nothing really more I can say. I believe Mark will confirm he's in party. I think the win's, is it 36 points, Mark, or 35 points for a win, I believe it is here. So ironically, I said 36 points initially. There you go, you can have the fucking 36. But no, mate, fantastic. Next race out is China. So I have seen you race around there before. In fact, I've actually shared a track with you around China before in my last ever VRF1 race before I made it my not last ever VRF1 race, like 2 months later. But mate, other than that, just got to say congratulations, fantastic race, good win, and hopefully we'll be seeing you, as long as you don't dislocate your other fucking shoulder, we'll be seeing you in... Redmond says in the chat, good race guys, you know it, Redmond. Well mate, considering vibrations is what pretty much caused your arm to get dislocated in the first place, if anybody's got a mind of a sicko, you'll understand what I'm going on about there. But other than that, yeah, great win mate, we'll be seeing you on track in China, kudos, well done. First podium for Dark Mark, you of course have already spoken on my stream before in round 1. So you have already got yourself into the stream, but now mate you've got yourself official into it, mate. P2, of course, 3rd across the line, 4th, or 2nd, sorry. I'm not even drinking, that's why I'm all over the place. So 2nd, of course, based on penalties. Mark, you probably have one of the most exciting races out of everybody. Talk us through it. Yeah. An attack you did, in fairness mate, to be honest. An amazing end. Just like giving up while you're at work. Just like, oh, fuck this, I'm fucking done. But no, mate, do you know what? This is a crazy thing to say. Do you know what? I've not actually passed 6 viewers in this stream. It's been one of the most fucking enjoyable hours of my life. Fucking epic, mate. Honest to God, it's been epic to watch. But do you know what? I'll actually... Oh, go on. That was my point, Mark. The reason why you couldn't get Rara, I'll now reveal it, he had 35% ERS, you were maxing out. So you were hitting your kind of like dereg, in inverted commas, dereg flat battery by just after the pit entrance, so Rara was turning his stuff down. It was basically like you may as well just have turned your DRS off, there would have been no choice for you. Go on, sorry. I noticed yours was going quicker than most other people's. I don't understand if that's a glitch in the game or if it's just the car or... Well, you're all in the same fucking car, so I'm assuming, no? But no, mate, oh, I've called that out. I've called that out. Watch the stream. Watch the stream. I called it out, and I was like, what the fuck is this about? I turned around and said, well, if you want to make a pit stop, guys, put 3 seconds on your back and fucking eat it. But no, other than that, mate, the only real kind of blot on your copybook, really, but other than that, mate, a cracking race. Again, there was a couple of bits of skullduggery towards the back. I know that Gamerman and Gunners, I think Gunners chopped across him in quali, and there was a bit of afters, like, but other than that, mate... Oh, they very nearly did. I mean, Jordan was absolutely flying around the starter's lap, but... No, mate, they both got out of the way very respectfully. To be fair, they both fucked each other up, so if you're looking at it from a perspective of... Like, because obviously we're running admin as well, aren't we? As steward and everything, so I don't give a shit about talking about it on stream, and you can't really fucking punish them, to be fair, they both fucked each other up. But no, great second place, mate, on to China. And there's Gunners in the chat saying, thank you, Posgard. Well done, mate, for sticking out, Gunners, by the way. Great to see you finished. No matter how far you're behind, mate, you're still finished. Great, Mark. We'll be seeing you in China. Well done, matey. Right, on to third position. I believe Woodsy can probably confirm, because the tables are probably already up. No wonder how quick he fucking works. He's an absolute legend. But, Rara, if I'm correct, you're top of TSD. I believe. Based on... Well, and on that bombshell, guys, we're going to be going to round 3. No. You've had a very exciting race, Rara, again. Probably the most battles out of everybody. Tables... Well, there you go. Yeah, he's tables on short. There you go. Rara, talk us through your race, mate. Oh. 75%. Fucking hell. Sorry, Rara. Yeah, they did die. I noticed in Quali, bro, there was a lot of problems with that. If you go back and watch the stream, guys, I will be putting these onto YouTube, by the way, folks, in the next day. I've just literally not... Well, why lie? I've just not been asked to find my laptop. I'll be pretty fucking honest with everybody, but I will be doing it. I'll be doing it tomorrow when I've got a bit of free time. But during qualifying, the fastest lap time only updated when I paused. And you know, like at the bottom where it updates, Rashid was stuck there for literally 10 minutes. I was like, hold on, why is he fourth? I was like, you fucking do it, come on 2K, fucking sort it out and shut the servers down again. But no, Rara, going back to what you said, mate, I believe you are top of TSD. That'll be confirmed within the hour for you, matey. Woodsy's doing a fucking epic job once again of nailing that. I will actually try and advertise the league next week. I just literally sat watching random shit on the telly and YouTube, so I'll probably try and advertise my channel a bit more next week, see if we can get some more interest and get a couple more drivers hopefully on board. But do you know what, Mark, is what I was saying privately to you, mate. By the way, Rara, to round off our interview with you, mate, cracking drive, mate, well done. Unfortunate about the penalties, of course. See you in China, of course. But like the one thing I've noticed with this as well, it's like we haven't filled the lobby up, we're nowhere near filling it up. Do we really need to? Like, the calibre of driving here is ridiculous. We've not had a collision with each other yet, other than under the safety car, which is... It's... Obviously, I know we all know each other-ish, but... Just go back and watch. Fuck, I hope we can fucking do that now, to be fair. Hmm. Well, mate, it doesn't seem, mate, it's showing up. And to be fair, you can tell it in the style of driving. So well done for everybody, guys, for tuning in. I'm going to wrap it up here now. Hour and a half in, ladies and gentlemen. This has been your man Pos. Well done to the podium getters and every finisher. Commiserations to Gamer Man, who I kept calling Gay Man, it sounded like halfway through the race, so hopefully it doesn't kind of sound too bad, to be fair. I was saying his name quicker and quicker, and I had to correct myself, because I actually did say Gay Man at one stage, so, just want to... Well, there's nothing wrong with that, hashtag 2020 and all. But right, I will simply say, guys, thank you very much for watching. We race as one, with rainbows. Yeah, but wait, we've got Relics coming back next week. It should be quite interesting to see. He didn't win by that much, though. He didn't win by as much as what I thought he was going to. The same with Relics. It's like when you get into the race, you all kind of get sucked into a vacuum and kind of all race. But anyway, I'll wrap it up here. Guys, thank you for watching. Going to be available on YouTube within the coming days. Thank you so much. Follow if you can. Subscribe, obviously, to the channel. And much love. All the best. Bye for now.